Middle Movies. We're going to do a ride-along movie review as we drive home today. We decided that might be a good way to start getting our movie reviews in because we live about an hour and a half from the theater that we usually go to. We kind of live out in the boonies, so we thought this might be a good option to make sure that we can get these review videos done. So you get to join us for a bit of a bumpy, shaky video. We'll improve some of our stuff for that moving forward, but here we are. We just got out of, go ahead, Elon.
Good Fortune.
Okay, I never remember titles to movies. It's actually kind of embarrassing. So, yeah, we just got out of the movie Good Fortune with Aziz Ansari and Keanu Reeves, and do you remember some of the other actors?
Seth Rogen,
right?
Keke Palmer.
Yes.
Yeah, those are the main ones.
So it's billed mostly as a comedy, but I would actually say that this had some very timely messages in it, and was pretty heartfelt. I would definitely recommend the movie. Like I said, I think it dealt with some really timely issues, some that I personally can connect to. I thought the writing was great, the plot was great. For me, sometimes the delivery was lacking. Maybe this is a little unfair to say because I respect anybody who's willing to put their art out there like that, but for whatever reason, Aziz Ansari's delivery for me, I don't know, just he sounds a little bit deadpan a lot of the time, and it's not the line. I could hear those lines being delivered by somebody else and it hitting a little bit differently. So for me, the delivery wasn't always great, but he was also writer and director, so huge kudos for that because I loved pretty much everything else about the movie. The other thing that I struggled with just a little bit was the flow. I thought that it felt a little disjointed at times, but overall this one was a thumbs up movie for me. And just really heartfelt, really sweet, definitely some good laugh out loud moments. Okay, what about you?
For me, I would agree with everything you said about Aziz Ansari particularly. I felt like he was a little out of place at times during that one. The most frustrating thing for me was it feels like this movie had something to say, and it really came close to trying to get that message clear. But I don't think it was, how'd I put it after coming out? I feel like it had something to say, but I don't think it did an effective enough job putting that out there.
Yeah.
I thought Keanu Reeves was great in it. His role
He's
as...
the funniest part.
Yeah, his role as Gabriel was really, really cool. I also really thought Keke Palmer as the love interest for Aziz Ansari was really, really good. Not usually a Seth Rogen fan, but this one I thought he did pretty good in. For Aziz Ansari, I thought it was well written, well directed, but maybe him being in there kind of stood out a little bit to me, because there were a lot of things that his character would do that it was like, why? That doesn't even make sense in this situation. They did pose the question of if you were in a really, really bad spot in life and you had the opportunity to take someone else's spot that's much, much better, would you do it? And there's the line, and everybody sees it in the trailer where it goes like, oh, I thought I wanted to show this guy that money wouldn't solve all of his problems, and it turns out money solved most of his problems. Yeah. And I really
that was such a real moment.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
I appreciated that because, a lot of problems in the world are solved, are caused by money.
Right. It's like,
not
let's
necessarily
just be real
solved.
about it.
Yeah. So I really respected that. In the middle of this movie, it felt like it was really building to something special, and then it just kind of fell flat for me, the third act. I can't really explain it. The end felt a little rushed as well. I felt like okay, we're getting this decision made by this character, but I don't see how on earth he decided to make that decision.
Right.
So overall for me, it's not thumbs down, it's not thumbs up, so it's right here. I'm gonna give it personally a 4.8.
Nice. Okay. Are we doing out of 5?
No, out of 10.
Out of 10? I would go a little bit higher for sure. I would give this, I think I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
So
This is not a movie that I'm rushing back to see, but because of the things that did well for me, those kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Those basically took over the things that didn't go well for me. So
doing the math really quickly, I said 4.8, you said 6, so that's
Yeah.
10.8. That's a meet in the middle score of 5.4.
nice.
So
Fast math.
yeah, yeah, it's yeah, I mean, if you thought the trailer looked interesting, go check it out. It did not make my top 10, so there's that. What about you?
Not in my top 10 for sure. Not
Okay.
in my top 10, but definitely, like I said, heartfelt, good. It's a thumbs up for me. Not in my top 10.
And that is our review of Good Fortune, starring Aziz Ansari, Keanu Reeves, and Seth Rogen. Next week, one of my most anticipated movies of the year, Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere, starring one of my favorite actors right now, Jeremy Allen White. So I'm super excited about that. We're going to see that next weekend. So until then, I'm Elon.
I'm Mindy.
And we'll see you next time.
See you then.